Hello, clients and friends. As of Friday, November 6th, we eagerly await the final vote tally on this year's presidential election. We thought it would be helpful to provide some context for how Washington politics affect the stock market. Presidents all throughout history have accepted credit for creating jobs and handed out blame when economic conditions were less than favorable. This holds true just as much today as in the past presidential campaigns. They are run on the promise of creating jobs and helping grow the economy. But as many of you who are small business owners already know, businesses create jobs, not Washington politicians. The concerns we hear from many investors is that a blue wave, as defined by Democratic control of the presidency, Senate, and House, would harm the stock market. Wall Street strategists and economic analysts counter the concern of the negative impact of higher taxes and increased regulation by mentioning the offset created by increased spending. Well, let us see what the numbers say. Unlike people, numbers and raw data are not emotional and are not swayed by political commentary or bias. The following research and commentary have been provided by Dr. Ed Yardeni of Yardeni Research. Yardeni Research is a provider of independent investment strategy and economic research. The following information can also be found on Dr. Ed's blog at blog.yardeni.com. At our firm, we recently analyzed the performance of the S&P 500 under unified and divided government since FDR took office. We calculated the percentage increases in the index from January through December periods during the two alternative regimes. We found that during the previous 6 blue waves, the S&P 500 increased 56% on average. During the previous 3 red waves, the index rose 35% on average. And during the 7 periods of divided government, the S&P 500 rose 60% on average. This suggests that gridlock is more bullish than the 2 unified alternatives, which are also bullish, but less so, with blue waves more bullish than red waves. Perhaps the market figures that government is less likely to grow much bigger when the government is divided rather than unified. In any event, the government has been getting bigger and more meddlesome for years, as evidenced by ever-widening federal budget deficits and mounting federal government debt. The founders generally disapproved of debt and believed that the amount the country owed should be limited. Alternatively, could it be that the White House and that Congress don't matter as much to the stock market as does the Fed? I think so, and so does Barron's, which chose to run a cover story on the Fed Chair Jerome Powell with the title, "This is Jerome Powell's moment, no matter who wins this week." The article was written by Nick Jasinski, and it observed that Tuesday election will be a critical one for the nation, but for those nervous about the economy, the Fed's chairman may be just as important for Washington. We previously have observed that no matter who wins the White House on Tuesday or before Inauguration Day, he won't be as important as Powell, whose first term doesn't end until 2022. We hope you found the above information helpful. As always, please feel free to contact our office if you have any questions or commentary. Thank you.